Yeah, man, I'm getting up, man. Get up. You're assaulting me, man. Oh, I'm assaulting you? Yeah. I'm assaulting you?
The woman strikes her husband from behind with a laptop.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these snakes on this plane!
I really want to get into this story that's on the USA Today, and it's about a couple that gets into this really turbulent fight midair, and there's all kinds of commotion, and the flight actually had to be diverted. And I'm going to get into all the details. It's a juicy story. I thought that we really should talk about it. Before I do, though, please do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you're watching on YouTube or on X, consider subscribing, following me. And let's share these videos with others, because this is some good stuff that we're doing here. And the channel's growing. It's fantastic. I want to get into the story. Before I do, I want to share with you in the description below, there is a link to my film called Crisis Counselors. I think it's a good time to talk about that particular film. It's on YouTube for free. You can watch it. It's been in a number of film festivals. It's won some awards. It's a pretty fascinating story. I'm actually very, very proud of that film. And I think it ties in very well with this particular story, because it's about a couple. And this story is about a couple, and it's about a fight. Mind you, the story that I do is a bit more extreme, but I think it plays in well. Let's get into the story. Read the headlines from the USA Today story. It says, woman throws cash at an airport worker after her mid-flight argument diverted the plane. Now, I am going to show a clip of the actual film or the video that was taken from the actual flight, so we can watch that in a bit. But I want to get into the story, and I'm going to try to put together at least some kind of reasoning or some logic behind it, if you can, if it's at all possible, which is highly unlikely. But let's give it a shot. Talking about. All right, so let's get into the story here. An intoxicated couple in a fierce argument caused an airplane flying from London to Bangkok to divert to Vienna, where the woman reportedly threw thousands in cash notes at an airport worker. I gather that whatever this argument was about had something to do with money, or maybe these people are rich. I don't know. But if they were rich, we're going to find out where they seated in the flight. So let's continue on. The incident began about 5 hours into the September 30th EVA air flight, when the couple started to argue loudly, allegedly about money. Okay. In a statement by Eva Air to USA Today, the cause behind the disruption was because of seating. So I don't get this. This woman is walking, she's carrying thousands and thousands of dollars in cash. I don't even know if you could do that in flights, but hey, I could be completely wrong. If you know, if you can travel with thousands of dollars in cash on you, drop that in the description. I was always under the impression that you had a limit to how much money you can carry on a flight, but hey, I don't really know. After 5 hours of flight time, the female passenger moved her seat from economy class to premium economy class and refused to pay for the upgrade cost. It wasn't like she was short on cash, right? The airline said another male passenger traveling with her also engaged in disorderly behavior and smoked an e-cigarette adjacent to the cabin gallery. All right, so here we have some very obnoxious people, clearly. I mean, if you have cash on you, you can clearly upgrade to, another seating, a better seating if you wanted to, but you didn't. And then on top of that, you're smoking an e-cigarette on a flight, which you can't do. Oh, man. So we're dealing with probably an unhinged couple. Who knows? But let's continue on. It says flight attendants and other passengers tried to de-escalate the flight, but ended up experiencing inappropriate insults and physical abuse. Due to the continuation of their restless and disorderly behavior, the captain decided to divert the flight for the well-being of all the passengers and cabin crew, EVA Air said. All right, so we're not talking about just your general argument. Like, these are just a couple that are fighting over money. You spent too much on this, or you bought too much of that, or you gave your mom too much money for this. We're talking about people that this is a couple that have other issues. You're not just fighting about money. You're fighting because there's a general animosity that's growing here. And for whatever reasons, they decided to unload this drama on a flight. Now, mind you, people do unload their drama in all kinds of inappropriate situations. But when you're on a flight, you made everybody on that flight vulnerable, because we all live in an age where we're scared to death to be on flights anyway, because of 9/11 and because plane crashes. And a lot of people have this anxiety to begin with. I know when I get on a flight, I mean, like anyone else, the thought crosses my mind. It's like, what if this is my last time on Earth? So everyone is already on edge. A lot of people are on edge. I mean, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people are already on edge when they get on a flight anyway, because we always have that story in the back of our mind about a plane crash or the 9/11 hijack, whatever. But then you have these people who could literally, this could be just a really, truly simple, regular flight. We all deal with the anxiety. We get through it. We land and we go about our business. But no, these people have to bring their drama onto the flight because they couldn't wait a couple of hours to get to land in order to continue and resolve this problem. If they, whatever it is that they're dealing with, whether it's, whether they're a romantic couple or some other kind of business couple, who knows what their situation is. The article doesn't state. But when you put others around you in that kind of vulnerable situation, when you heighten their anxiety like that, I mean, this could be a trauma, and that's something that, I'm sorry, is unforgivable. These people are clearly trashy people. Let's continue. Let's finish this story off. Upon being escorted off the plane by police, the woman hurled $6,000 in cash at the man on the tarmac, according to SWSY Money. And I'm going to show this clip right now so that you can see how obnoxious and how nasty this person was. So as you can see, the woman just throws the money into the guy's face, which is clearly disrespectful at the very least. But it just goes to show you the kind of person this is, because they can't control their anger. They're incapable of just taking a deep breath, and just try to collect themselves in some way to try to end this situation as amicably as possible. Oh, no. We can't do that. That's not possible. We can't do anything where we're ending something amicably. No. We got to be dramatic. We got to throw things in people's face, right? That's what we got to do. That's what some people think they have to do. That's what this person thought they had to do. And everybody's inconvenienced now. So thanks a lot for your stupidity. It says here, some of the cash flew away. The airport workers tried to gather the rest. In Vienna, the rest of the passengers were put up in a hotel for the evening to fly out the next day. So I'm wondering if these people got their hotels to stay the night and then fly out the next day. And then they tell these people, hey, you guys just take a walk, man. I would be like, get out of here. Find your own way home for being jerks. You ruined everybody's vacation, whatever the case may be. Anyway, I'm curious to see what you guys think. Is this called for? I mean, clearly it is. I mean, anybody worth their salt here would say this is just so bad. This is such a garbage thing to do, and it's such a horrible way to carry yourself in a public setting, in a airline flight, man. You're freaking everybody out. Just whatever. I'm just curious to see what you all think. Please drop a comment below. Send me a DM if you're not comfortable with that. I really do appreciate that. Thanks to my patrons, and thanks to everyone who is supporting the show and hitting that like button. Please share that with everyone. Until next time, God bless.
New Kingdom Radio Theater.